What's good? What's good, y'all? Crosswalk episode 53. I'm Jax. That's Cross. Before we jump into anything, man, how was the weekend, bro?
The weekend was good. I wish the Monday was good, man. I woke up. I think I slept wrong or something, man. My back was like, nah, bro. Like whatever you trying to do today, we are not down with it.
Mhm.
So it's been a little bit of a battle today, but I'm in the home stretch. We get off here, get a little bio freeze on the back. I should be all right. But how you doing, bro?
Oh man, I ain't got that problem, but I've had that problem before,
It's real, dog.
bro. Stepping into them 40s, yeah. Hey man, so I'm doing good. The weekend was good. Went on vacation with the family, so that was really cool. We played wiffle ball, and yeah, so I was playing. I think I was playing first base over there, and I was running to try to, get somebody out or whatnot. And yeah, my hamstring was like, hey.
Hey, it'll bring you down to earth real quick, won't it?
Yeah, that first step was real fast. The second step, not so fast.
Bruh, I've gotten so many videos over the last few years of like people our age like sprinting like the first time in years, and like I mean just tearing up their knee, like the most of Achilles, everything, dog.
Nah, man, I immediately stopped. I was like, no, no, you're not gonna get me. But nah, I'm good now, man. But so this episode 53. Who you got for number 53?
So number 53, I'm gonna go back to baseball. I'm gonna go with a Hall of Famer, Don Drysdale, former pitcher with the Los Angeles Dodgers, Hall of Famer. So yeah, that's my number 53 today. Who you going with?
That's a solid one. That's a solid one. For not my number 53, this is somebody. This is, of course, is going to date me, but this is somebody I saw when I was really little, watching them play the Cowboys. As Harry Carson for the New York Giants, terrorizing our running backs. Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion. Yeah, that's the first 53 that came to my head. Yeah,
Makes sense. That's a good one.
yeah. So let's not bury the big lead here. Obviously, over the weekend, was it the weekend or was it Friday? It was Saturday, I think. Um, LeBron James came out and said that he's going to go play for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's obviously an unbelievably stacked team on paper, with Joel Embiid, LeBron James, Jalen Brown, who they traded for, VJ Edgecombe, and Tyrese Maxey in the starting lineup. But what was your first thoughts when you heard about it?
Bro, I had a few thoughts. First off, I was not surprised. I mean, if we go look over LeBron's track record, this is who he is. This is what he does. When he left Cleveland, went to Miami, it's what he did. When he left Miami, went to Cleveland, it's what he did. When he left and went to the Lakers, the same thing he did. It's definitely ring chasing. Doesn't really surprise anybody. I mean, this is who he is. He's shown us this multiple times. But my question is like, what does this do for his legacy? Because in this situation, he's not going to be the number one option, probably not going to be the number two option, and is really going to have to be like the point guard, knock down some open shots. Because I mean, he's not going to be the 3-and-D guy that defends the best wing on the opposing team. That's going to be Jaylen Brown. And that's going to take away from Jaylen Brown's offense. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all comes together. Obviously, Joel Embiid, he is that guy, but cannot stay healthy. Can he stay in the lineup? And I think that's going to be the biggest thing. And, like when you bring all these personalities, egos together, like it's not as seamless and easy as people think. Because, I mean, hey, like, these other dudes in the locker room believe in their ability. They understand who LeBron is and gonna show respect. But at the end of the day, all them guys are dogs as well. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all gels. And I'm sure out there in Vegas, they definitely like that squad. Wouldn't surprise me if they're probably the favorites going into the season. But when have we seen, these teams come together and it just work out year one?
Hardly ever. Like right now, Vegas has them third on title chances. They got OKC and San Antonio ahead of them, and they're followed by I believe they're followed by New York, which it might be tied with New York. But when I first heard about it, I was actually really surprised. I thought that he would go to a situation where he could be more closer to a second or third option. In this case, if everybody's healthy, I feel like he's the fourth option.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at that, like, is he really going to play point guard? I know he's the best passer on the team. He's one of the best passers of this generation, but I feel like that's going to step on Tyrese Maxey's toes a little bit.
Yep.
And then on the flip side of it, who's playing defense?
Exactly.
Jalen, obviously, Jalen to play defense, like you mentioned, but Tyrese is not a plus defender, and he's small. Nope. VJ's young,
and small.
Joel Embiid, he can barely run.
Yeah.
And I mean, LeBron, for as well conditioned and supreme of an athlete he is, he's still 41 years old, and he still coast during games. Yep. He's not going to be, even a second or third primary defender. So I don't know who's playing defense at all.
Yeah. Same.
So I feel like there's still some holes in this team on offense, and on 2K, this team is really good.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good team on 2K. But I do have some questions. But back on his legacy that you mentioned, this doesn't help his legacy.
Nope.
And if he wins a ring with them, I mean, it's a ring, I guess. But I don't know how much it doesn't boost his legacy at all. It doesn't. And as a matter of fact, it almost moved going here. When I first saw it, I was literally at the zoo when I saw this with my kids. And I said, oh, well, move on back up, Kareem, because LeBron just moved down to number 3.
Yep. Yep. And just to touch on, like all this, like Maxey, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, these are all 3 very high usage players. Like all 3 of them like have the ball in their hands a lot. And we've seen in the past, when LeBron comes into these situations, he becomes the ball dominant guy. Yeah. But in this situation, it's probably not going to be like that because he's not the same guy that can go out there and get you close to 30 every night. Like, can he do it every once in a while? Absolutely. Yeah. But he ain't going to do it over 82 games night after night. That's just asking entirely too much. LeBron is just trying to get through the regular season, get into the playoffs, and then that's when the real basketball starts for him. But I definitely don't think this helps his legacy. I kind of look at it like if I'm saying hypothetically, if they win it, I would kind of look at the ring similar to how like people look at the bubble ring, if I'm being honest with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. It reminds me a bit of when the Lakers got Gary Payton, Karl Malone, that whole thing.
Yeah, to go with Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, it was like, nah, but them dudes old, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out. I mean, I feel like if he does get a ring, like you said, we'll probably look at it the same way we look at Gary Payton getting a ring.
Yeah.
He got one, but, he wasn't the primary person for it. And I don't know how much it really boosts his legacy at all.
Yeah. So he's still chasing Mike.
Yeah. And he's not going to catch him, bro.
Nope.
It's not going to happen. So with this move, do you put them ahead of the Knicks, or are the Knicks still better in your mind?
The Knicks are still the team just because with this, man, we got to see how it all unfolds. We got to see if it can work, because just because you put all this talent together doesn't mean it's going to gel, it's going to work. Everybody's got to find their role at the end of the day. And I mean, just like you said, who going to play defense?
Nobody. And they don't even their primary person, their sixth man coming off the bench, is Anthony Simons. Great on offense.
Yep.
Is terrible on defense. Is literally a turnstile. Yeah. So there's a lot. The jury is still out on this for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so I'm trying to think if there's any other NBA moves I want to talk about because I mean, obviously, this is the big fish. There's still
Hmm.
other players that are out there. Um, Jonathan Kuminga's still out there. Rumor has it that the Miami Heat are trying to convince the Mavericks to do a buyout on Klay Thompson so they can scoop him up. Draymond Green hasn't been signed yet, but he's probably going to go back to Golden State. So there's a
Yeah.
few things out there still.
Draymond has to go back to Golden State. Like
Yeah,
he will not get he will not have the same impact anywhere else. Like I think that is the perfect system for him to really maximize his ability, honestly.
yeah, yeah. 1,000% agree on that. We'll see how that fleshes out for them. So UFC Abu Dhabi. Obviously, headliner of the card got the job done. Magomed Ankalaev finishes Bogdan Guskov in the fifth round. Um, did anything surprise you about that fight, or did it go pretty much how you thought it was going to go?
It went pretty much how I thought it was gonna go. Guskov just for whatever reason, man, he didn't want to stand toe to toe and actually like bring the fight to Ankalaev. And because I mean, Ankalaev, to his credit, people, it's a lot of people online saying the fight was boring. I get that. However, Ankalaev was walking forward the entire
Mhm.
fight, the entire fight. And like we've seen this dude fight enough to know he's not gonna like overextend. He's not gonna do anything outside of the basics and really, really like leave himself out to dry. So waiting around and expecting openings for like just this big grand overcommittal, he's just not the guy to do that against. But he
Yeah.
got it done. The champion at light heavyweight was in the building. But if I'm being honest with you, I don't think this win gets him a title shot. I really don't.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's talk about these rankings right now. Let's talk about 205 because I know Carlos Oberg put out there what he thinks should happen.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
So I know he was like, talking about it. He was like, I saw what I needed to see, but I didn't really get into it though. Go ahead and let me know.
He said that from his point of view, what he thinks should happen is um, it should be Ankalaev should fight Yuri Prohashka, and Paulo Costa should fight Jamal Roundtree. And then by the time they do that, and whoever has the most impressive win should fight him, and he'll be ready once all of that shakes out.
Honestly, that makes sense to me because I don't think Ankalaev's done enough. You can't give it to Yuri after what he's coming off.
Mm-hmm.
Khalil Roundtree, I mean, I guess I don't know, man. 205 is just at an interesting spot right now. Like, there's just really I feel like there's nobody like that's just bringing a lot of attention to the division at 205 right now. Honestly, in the rankings anyway.
That's
I
true.
mean, it's gonna be a big shakeup tomorrow though once the new rankings come out because I mean. Dustin Jacoby's probably going to be out of the rankings. Navajo Sterling probably going to move up, and then he's got a big fight this weekend. So he can honestly, he's probably the guy that can really, really inject himself into this conversation. He goes out and has a great performance this weekend.
Yeah, that's true, and it's going to make it very interesting at CKB on what they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do there, which we already talked about. So, I mean, that's going to be a weird situation for them, or maybe they've figured it out already. They know that if it gets up there and it's for a belt, they'll just fight each other.
And there's somebody I didn't mention. Robert Whitaker's ranked at light heavyweight, and he's at CKB too.
Yeah, yeah, it's an interesting problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because as it stands right now, looking at these rankings, uh, Navajo and Robert are pretty close to each other.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. But like the rest of the division is murky at best. Yeah.
And how is Jamal Hill at 5?
How is Jamal Hill ranked at all?
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like if you put out there that you're going to move up, like you put a formal thing out there that you're moving up, then you should be removed from rankings.
Agreed.
Shouldn't even be
Agreed.
there. Yeah. So how do you think that it should flesh out? Like assuming that Carlos Oberg comes back, let's just say he comes back International Fight Week next year. So give him a whole year.
Okay.
How do you think it should flesh out?
I think Costa should be in the mix. I think Ankalaev should be in the mix. Prohaska obviously got to be in the mix. And I wouldn't do Jamal Hill. Honestly, if Navajo Sterling wins this weekend, I would put him in the mix too. I would do a round robin, those 4 guys. Whoever wins, the 2 winners match up. The winner of that gets the title fight.
Yeah. I can see that working. Yeah. And if there's an injury that happens, then maybe you see what Robert Whitaker feels like doing if he can fill in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's good, Sean? Division is just so light right now because people live in the division. I mean, you got 4 guys in the rankings that all are at heavyweight now. So I don't know, like it's perfect. It's the perfect time for like a young gun just to like make this dramatic splash to the division. And then, you know, somebody gets hurt, they take a fight on short notice. We've seen it at flyweight. So this division is like prime for somebody to be ready to fight when an opportunity knocks like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Agreed. So on UFC Abu Dhabi, who was your MVP of the card?
So my MVP of the card, which way am I gonna go? You know what? I went last week. I'm gonna let you have it this week. I'm gonna let you go first this week.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Ramazan Timarov as my MVP of the card because I feel like that was a huge win. And obviously, the flyweight division is becoming more of a Shark Tank than a lot of the other divisions. And by him putting away a former title challenger in the first round, I mean, it wasn't like a bad stoppage or a suspect stoppage. Like he made Steve like fall on his face. So I think that, I got to give it to him just because I feel like Ankalaev's win, it's not necessarily an asterisk, but you know, there were some questions on Guskov, and like you said, he wasn't moving forward. It was short notice, a lot of things. So I got to give it to Timarov as my MVP of the card.
Yeah, bro. I wholeheartedly agree. For me, it's Ramazan Timarov as well. I mean, I was talking about it on the watch along, man. Like, we don't see guys at flyweight with this kind of power. Like, just hitting guys, and you just can tell it's different. I think probably the last time was probably Davison Figueiredo when he was at flyweight. And because I mean, he went in there and he made Erceg look like he should not have been in there. Did a similar type thing to Charles Energy Johnson, and it's so explosive, like just a little ball of energy. I think he's like 5'3", 5'4", super fast, explosive. And with him getting guys out of there so early, it's still a lot of unknowns. We don't know what his grappling's like. We don't know what he's like off his back. He's still a lot of unknowns. And honestly, if he's smart, he should get back in there soon.
Yeah. Like, I feel like a fight between, I mean, this is way, way, way down the line, but a fight with him and Joshua Van would almost be like a mirror match, the way that they, as far as like their size and their power. But Joshua Van is a more crisp boxer than Timarov. But Timarov's, he goes through that with aggression. He's so aggressive. So, you know, we'll see what they match him up with next. But yeah, that dude, he can definitely make some noise at flyweight for sure. Grimy said Cop got power like that.
He does. I'll give you that.
He does.
Cop got power, but I'm just saying when Timarov hit dudes, like you tell straight away, bro. Like it's like, oh yeah, they didn't like that at all.
Yeah. When Timarov hit people, they question their life decisions. As soon as they get hit, they like, I don't know if I should even pick this sport. You know, as soon as they get hit. And Kakar France, he has some pretty good power. But you know, that dude is halfway to retired at this point.
Yeah.
But
I'm curious where they're gonna put him in the rankings. It's crazy to think that dude is not ranked.
who Kai Carpenter? Oh, you talking about Timarov?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they got to put him at 10, 11, 9.
Yeah, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like just looking at the flyweight rankings, bro, you couldn't tell me he wouldn't be favored over. I mean, he already got a win over Charles Johnson at 14, Urseg's at 10. Like you can't tell me you wouldn't favor him over Amir Albazi.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like he definitely is a top 10 flyweight right now.
Man, I got a matchup for this, but tell me who you want to see him fight next, though.
Let's see who I think he should fight next. And I think would be good for the division. Does Albazi have a fight? Is he booked?
I don't know.
If Albazi's not booked, I would like Albazi just because Kavanaugh's is coming off that loss not too long ago. Horiguchi's coming off that loss. Man, some of these dudes got to fight somebody, though.
Albazi is the one that I want. That's the fight that I want to see. I want to see
Albazi.
Not Albazi. I'm sorry, Loner Kavanaugh. That's the fight.
Okay.
I want to see that as a main event of a fight night. You can do that thing in the Apex, I guess, if you want to, because they're flyweights. People don't care, I guess. But we will, and I think that fight would be crazy.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Real good.
Yeah, that would be a dope one. Grammy said there's no fight.
There you
Grammy
go.
said Tatsuro. Okay. Tatsuro Tyra.
Tatsuro? Ooh, that's a big jump because Tyra's 4. That's a big jump right there.
Yeah, it's probably too high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I would be doing Kavanaugh wrong by giving him that fight. Yeah, he just had a tough fight. But I mean, in the top 15, ain't no easy ones.
Yeah. Bro, like you ain't lying, man. This division is like low key getting stacked now, bro. Real talk.
It is. Yeah, the flyweight division is way better than the light heavyweight division that we just talked about.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sure.
All right, so who's your stock up on this one?
My stock up for the card is Magomed Shenko. I can't say the last name, but John Port. Like I was thoroughly impressed with this dude. The striking looked very crisp, very fast as well. We know what camp he's in. We know the grappling is going to be on point. We know he's going to be able to hold his own there. But for me, man, this dude's striking, like the kicks, the hands, like he looks very well-rounded, very complete. And I think he's going to be a tough night out in the office for anybody at lightweight. And this a dude we're going to have to pay attention to.
Yeah, I totally agree. My stock up was let's see, who was it? Let me look at it. Valter Walker. That's who it was.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, once you get all these similar submissions in a row, people start to train for it. Obviously, just like Ronda Rousey, they start training for the armbar. But then she was getting it anyway, even though you trained for it for 6 weeks, and she was still getting it. And for him, obviously, this was a calf slicer, but it's in the same general family, kind of a variation or a stem from what he was trying to do with the heel hook. Like, and it's just like nobody can stop it. There's nothing you can do. And so, like the stock is up on him because I feel like he could ride this all the way to the top of the division. And obviously the big name of the division, the popular name of the division is Josh Hokett. And I don't know how that fight would go. But if it hits the ground, bro, this fight's over fast. I don't know if Hokett can do anything with that.
Like I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't think any of the heavyweights gonna want that problem, man. Because the grappling up there, like just how technical it is, it ain't like the other divisions. Like we ain't seeing other heavyweights doing this. We ain't seeing no other heavyweights putting heavyweights in calf slicers and like letting like, yeah, I'm gonna get the heel. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. And I think the whole division been put on notice. The whole division.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that dude could definitely make some noise further up in the division. I'm curious who he's going to get matched up with, though. Have you looked at the heavyweight division to see who would possibly be a good matchup for him?
All right, let's see here. Heavyweight. So Walker's at 13. Bruh, how in the world was Tyrell Fortune at 8?
I don't know. I do not know. That dude is fast. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
he's fast.
Yeah.
But
like and he fought tough against Kuniev too. I just don't know why he was at 9.
Nah.
Man, I would give Walker a bump, bro. I would give him up there by like Curtis Blades. Somebody that can do something with him in the grappling, man. We can't just throw him in there with these heavyweights time and time again, where as soon as he gets on the ground, like the fights are wrapped.
Man, I'd say Sergey Spivak.
That's another good one too.
I think Sergey, he's a good grappler. And I think he'll have something for him on the feet as well. And I think that would be a very interesting, very telling fight, especially considering Curtis Blades is, he's going to fight Waldo Cortez Acosta. So he's matched up. Hokit, there's no telling what they're going to do with him. So, yeah, I would bump him up just like that and give him Sergey.
Yeah, I like your matchup.
Yeah. Sean Moody
Grimy says give Hokit Volkov.
Let me see. Where they Volkov's 2. Volkov won the last fight, didn't he?
Bro, yeah. Volkov's been on. He's been on a little streak. You know the matchup I said for Hokit, Sergey Pav. That's the one I want to see.
Yeah,
I think that would be phenomenal, must see TV, and I think we would thoroughly enjoy that.
Absolutely. I think that's a good one. I mean, any of those, honestly, if they match up Walter Walker and Sergey Spivak, like now we got a, depending on who comes out of that winning, like now we got a solid top 6, including the champion of the heavyweight division. And that's not something that you say all the time because heavyweight is not normally deep at all. And that's deep for a heavyweight.
Yep. I mean, Volkov does have to fight somebody. I know, like they said they're going to look out for him because he got robbed against Gon, but Gon the interim champion now. Like he ain't fighting nobody else. So Volkov, man, you kind of got the short end of the stick. So I see where Grimy was going with Volkov and Hokit because Volkov is kind of like in no man's land right now. Yeah. But yeah, man, it seems like a good time at heavyweight. Very good time at heavyweight.
Yeah, Grimy said that Spivak got a fight against Petrino.
Oh, yeah.
Cancel that. Cancel that. Kill that. Go ahead and give him Walter Walker. That's the one I think we want to see. Sean Moody said, can the UFC and Dana White book Ill Will Brooks versus Chandler 3 from both to retire and see if Chandler can get a win? Dude, is Will in shape? Like I haven't seen him fighting forever. I don't know either,
bro. The chat will have to let us know on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And Sean Moody said, give Walter Walker Husamara Polaris. That's a funny one. It's gonna be a leg lock. It's gonna be some sort of leg lock. Who'd you have stock down
on? My stock down was Steve Erceg, man. Like we gotta remember this dude like took Pantoja to the limit, to the absolute brink a few years ago. Like this dude almost was the champion at flyweight, and gets knocked out by Kai France, losing Moreno, and then like we thought he saw him turn around against Ode Osborne, even though like he was taking some shots in that fight. But then he came in here with Timarov, man. It just did not seem like he belonged. So he's my stock down, but I still think that Erceg can definitely still be a player in this division. Still young, still got plenty of time. just gonna have to go back to the drawing board and figure something out, man, for real.
What do you think about Ursig moving up to bantamweight?
I would think that would make sense, but he getting beat up with power at flyweight. Like I think at bantamweight, I think the size is a little bigger, the speed is about the same, and they hit a little bit harder. Like I think even if he were to go to bantamweight, it's going to be the same type issue he's dealing with now at flyweight.
The reason I was thinking bantamweight, moving up to bantamweight, is maybe, less of a weight cut. Maybe he can take the punch a little bit more. It's not like he's getting washed out there with one punch and just going down. Like, he hit him a lot. But that being said, like, I still with his size, his length, like, no Diddy, like, I feel like he's big enough to fight in the bantamweight division, and then less of a weight cut. Maybe more happy during camp, too.
Can see that.
Yeah. Dude, my stock down was Ismail Bonfim.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good call.
Bruh. He got submitted by a dude that I don't think he had any submissions on his record.
Yeah.
And he did it, impressively. Like, at no point in that fight did I feel like Bonfim was doing anything positive in that fight.
Yeah.
It just didn't look good at all. It was a horrible showing. And it's almost like, you see his brother doing so well. It's like, it's got to be even more depressing for him to not be doing very good in the division or in the UFC.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely stock down on him. All right. Bonfim is terrible and Ponz needs to retire. Dude, Ponzinibbio, man, he still had the power. He definitely still had the power.
But he can't avoid no shots.
No, he can't. No, he can't. He can't. No, he should definitely retire. 1,000%. I was anticipating him retiring right then. I thought that's what this was about. But yeah, Sam Patterson put it on him. But Sam Patterson's going to get knocked out, dog. Like, he's going to get knocked out. Like, did you see how in the air his head was? Like,
yes,
terrible,
bro. Like, and honestly, he could have finished Ponzi a whole lot sooner than he did too. By the way, like a whole lot sooner. And I just don't think his striking and like it just don't look like he get off the center line enough to really like be a threat at 170. Now I know he, the submission ability really good, but we didn't see any of that this past weekend. But yeah, man, that chin is way up in the air, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like all you got to do is put some pressure on him, back him up behind the black line. His head gonna be there to be hit, like every time. He's gonna start getting slept if he starts to fight further up in the division.
Yeah, Grimy just touched on it with Ashmush. He like caught a kick and then knocked him out with the same hand he caught the kick with in the air, bro. It was nasty.
Dude, they got to fix that.
Lazy says UK fighters do not believe in tucking chin. Very evident. Very evident.
Yeah, it's a bad look. Terrible.
Patty, Aspinall, Patterson. Dang, like that's legit a theme. Like Lazy on point.
Let's see, what else are we talking about here? Let's see, we did stock up, stock down. Oh, did you see the Errol Spence fight at all?
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I saw he lost and then retired. If I'm being honest, man, I felt like it was definitely time for Spence. I mean, when you see him do interviews, he kind of sounds a little punch drunk a little bit when you see him do interviews, battle back from the car accident. I mean, that in itself, man, like he is definitely deserved all the accolades. And I wish Errol Spence nothing but the best.
Yeah, I do the same. So I was I watched the fight. It was me and my brother and my sister-in-law, and she actually went to school with him. And I asked her, I was like, "Has he always sounded like that?" She's like, "No, he always sounded like that." So he's always actually sounded like that.
Okay.
But with that being said, he did not look like himself at all, and he hasn't looked like himself since the car accident.
Yeah.
He got the big payday from the Terrence Crawford fight, and obviously Terrence took everything that he worked for, and propelled himself to being one of the all-time greats. And Errol Spence is an all-time welterweight great as well, but not on that same level or in that same room. But I am glad, and this is the thing that I want to see. Is I like when fighters retire without letting it go too far. Like,
Yeah.
there's no in prime Errol Spence and prime Tim Tszyu. Errol Spence knocks him out. I refuse to believe otherwise. But this is a 36-year-old man, and he looked like it.
Yeah.
He definitely looked like it. So, I mean, happy trails to him. He got money. He got his family. He's got his faculties. He survived that crazy, horrendous car crash. If y'all haven't seen it, go look at it. So, yeah, he retired at the right time. I feel like we just don't get that in the UFC. Like we talked about Santiago Ponzinibbio, who needed to retire and didn't retire. Like, I feel like people fight a little bit too long, a little bit more in the UFC nowadays. At least that's the way it seems to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, probably, in boxing they can do it because they making more money over there.
True. It's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Grammy, I was literally thinking that, Grammy, call going too far in your career, Brett Favre, and I was literally thinking Brett Favre. That was the first thing I was. It was the first thing I was thinking about.
With the Jets or with the Vikings? With the Jets or with the Vikings?
Jets, with the Jets.
The Jets.
He's still balling. He's still balling. With the Jets, I was like, okay, bro. I think we've seen enough.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Aaron Rodgers probably should retire too.
Facts.
Yeah. But I digress. Yeah. But good thing for Errol. He left, when he needed to leave, and he got paid on the way out. So can't beat that, I guess.
Nope.
All right. So one thing that happened last week was, and I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but I did want to talk about this just for a second. Is somebody that I admire as far as the way that they do creative content and the things that they've done on ESPN is Ryan Clark, and he got let go from ESPN last week, but he was let go amidst the layoffs that happened, and a lot of those layoffs came because NFL Network and ESPN merged. But he actually wasn't laid off. He actually got fired, and he got fired during the broadcast. He was literally on a double box or a triple box, like we're kind of similar to what we're doing, and you see his box disappear, and he gets a call and talks to the person and gets fired while on the air. Like, wow. That cannot happen. That is unbelievably disrespectful. If you want to let go of somebody, there's a time and a way and a place to do it. Whether you agree with that person getting let go or not, that's kind of irrelevant. Like, you got to respect that person and let them go at the appropriate time with the appropriate amount of respect. Like, it was literally like one of the most, like, they were trying to make an example out of him. That's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Cam Newton got let go. A lot of other people got let go, but
Carl Ravage, I think he was one of them too.
Which ridiculous. Carl's been there for what, 33 years?
Yeah, bro, that's the culture right there.
Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a way to repurpose some of these things. Meanwhile, what is it? What's old boy that has his own had his
McAfee?
Pat McAfee. Yeah, he getting paid $60 million a year.
Yeah, bro, he had leverage, man. He had leverage. Yeah. Like when he came over to ESPN, he already had his own show, bro, making bread, man. That when it come to business, it's all about if you got some leverage. If you got leverage, use it. And guess what? Get your money. Get what you are worth.
Yeah. I mean, and of course, Ryan will be fine. He's got the pivot. He'll be cool. Somebody will probably come and who knows where he'll go, Netflix or CBS or whatever, Amazon. He'll be fine. You can't really feel too horrible about somebody who's making $2 million a year, but it's just the way that it was done that was
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something that needs to be said, because they just can't do that to people. Even though I love ESPN, but yeah, they just can't do that to people. That's wrong.
Yeah.
That being said, let's see what else we got here. There were some fight announcements that you brought up.
Mhm.
Dan Hooker fighting some dude's name I cannot pronounce.
Saladin Pernasi.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Close enough, huh? I sound like Sterling over here, huh?
Oh, for real. per name. Yeah, Saladin Pernasi. And Dan Hooker said he already began death threats.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's wild, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he came from KSW. Is it KSW?
Yep, KSW. Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Maria Taylor. Yeah, that was a good one to point out. Grammy. She got Lego too.
Them genetics right there, boy.
Hey, that's another one. Put that one on the
boy.
list.
Yes, bro. She legit 6'3", dog. Legit 6'3".
Yeah. Make some super ones, super baby.
She played. I think she played volleyball at Georgia. I think.
I can see it. I can see it. But yeah. So, what do you think about this Hooker and Parnassi fight?
So I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know a lot about this, brother. Whenever Dan Hooker fights, I'm tuning in because it's gonna be either a war or he gonna get finished super early from the grappling. But I mean, hey, this dude a striker. It's gonna be a 5-round main event. I am not worried. I feel great about this matchmaking. Like it's a Dan Hooker fight. It's like watching Justin Gaethje, bro. You already know what time it is, man. You're gonna get a good fight. You're gonna get some action, and yeah, you're gonna be happy. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I'm. There's no way it's not gonna be action packed. No way. And it's not gonna go 5 rounds. I don't even need to know about Parnassi. I know that Dan ain't gonna let it go 5 rounds. So, why Dan always get the new guys? When Chandler came in,
yeah, that's right.
Dan.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He did get Chandler.
Yeah. Oh, why did he do it to Dan? Yeah. I mean, how old is Dan? Is Dan 37?
Let me see. Where's the lightweight rankings at? Because I know he in here. Let's see. Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's 36.
Okay, it was a guess. Yeah, he ain't got too many more of these, but yeah, that's gonna be a nice scrap, a not really nice scrap. What's another fight that got announced? Oh, Moicano, and that's Moicano against Brian Ortega.
Yeah,
at lightweight,
UFC
right?
331.
Yeah, the mystery of UFC 331. What do you think about this one?
It's a rebooking. Ortega's going up to lightweight from featherweight. It's interesting because like Ortega's very good elite grappler with the jiu-jitsu, but Moicano's a very good grappler too. I think striking on the feet, they're kind of similar. Like neither guy is not their bread and butter. So I think on the feet is going to be interesting, but I feel like the grappling is going to probably be the most fun. Like when that gets going, honestly, between these two.
Man, you know what I think, man? I think Brian Ortega mentally retired after he fought Diego Lopez. I don't think we'll ever see a good version of Brian Ortega again. And I think that Renato Moicano is going to beat the hell out of that man.
Yeah,
I don't think
you could honestly say he wasn't the same after that beating he took against Volt.
That's true. Like he's fallen so far off, and maybe it's Tracy Cortez's fault. I don't know, but he's fallen so far off, bro. It's embarrassing how bad he is right now, and I think that he's going to lose and he's probably going to retire.
Yeah, I hope Moicano wins because I just want to see what he's gonna say on the mic personally.
He's going to say some wild stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that Moicano's boxing has gotten a lot better to go along with his grappling. Um, so I think that that's going to set up a lot of opportunities for him to get Ortega on the ground. Now Ortega is good off his back though.
Yeah.
They don't call him T City for nothing. So that is something that is there for him. Grimy said he thinks Ortega is in it for a check. Absolutely, and
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be the last check. This is the last one. So yeah, that fight is gonna be so that's on 331, right?
Yep.
What's going on with 331?
Yeah, we were talking about it before we jumped on here that like we have no main event. I've seen some rumors about a co-main, but I mean, I don't know what you're gonna do with the headline. It's not going the rumor I was seeing about the co-main was Joshua Van Pantoja. So if we think about it, we can process of elimination. I mean, it ain't gonna be too many options. Light welterweights out, middleweights out, light heavyweights out, heavyweights out. I'm thinking it's either gonna have to be featherweight or bantamweight.
Yeah. So this is what I see when I look at rumors or confirmed fights. The Van Pantoja one that you mentioned. Also heard Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian 2 for the BMF belt. Also heard, well, this one's confirmed. Pitbull versus Duho Choi.
Yeah, I saw that too.
That's going to be a really, really good fight for Duho Choi. Marlon Vera against Charles Jourdain. And RoboCop against Delize is what I've seen.
I thought Delize was fighting Buddy at light heavyweight. The Ritter.
So that's what I thought so too.
Bro, actually. What are they doing over there, dog?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've seen both.
I was talking to Grimy about that fight earlier today.
Yeah. It's a little late in the game. And it just seems like the champions are mostly either just fought or they're booked or, hurt. So, which is the whole reason that we even have a BMF belt. So to fill in for these sort of situations, we already got a reprieve from, or the UFC did, from having to have a champion headline a card with the Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway thing. No champion here. So, yeah, the champions, man, are kind of letting the UFC down right now as far as like headlining cards. At least that's what it feels like.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I'm curious to see what direction they go in with that card because I know that's the same card they tried to put Arman on a couple years ago. Because the Armenian population is so massive in LA, so it makes sense to get him out there. But I mean, I guess you could do the BMF because I mean, like we were just saying, man, the champions, none of them available for real.
Yeah. How would you feel about that headline of that card?
I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't like it. The first fight wasn't something that was just like wow between the two. But I do think if they do fight again, it needs to be 5 rounds because I mean, Oliveira was so close to finishing the fight in round 3. So I would like that part of it. But as far as like an action fight, I mean, I would obviously I'm gonna tune in, but it wouldn't be one of them fights like, yeah, this is a banger right here, dog.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, and for it to headline a numbered card, I think it would do good numbers, like you said, because of the Armenian population, as far as like gate numbers. But yeah, they're gonna have to stack the card with other fights, and I just don't know what's out there right now.
Yeah. And by the way, I absolutely love that arena. Into it, I'm
I still want to
sorry.
go there.
It's the best one out there, bro. It is the
I
best
believe
arena
you.
out there.
I definitely believe you. It sounds. I mean, I saw Olin sent some pictures of the arena from the inside. I was like, yeah, man, I got to get there. I
Yeah,
mean,
it is.
the screen alone, like the
Bro,
screen is
the
crazy.
screen, bro, everything. It is top. Not, bro, you go get food. There's no people. You just walk in, get what you want, and walk back to your seat, bro.
Yeah, there's no lines either.
No, because it's just open. Like you literally just walk up there, get what you want, leave, and they use the facial recognition to charge you.
That's wild. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to get out there for something. I mean, might go see a Clippers game during the season or something, just to get out there, just to see.
Mm-hmm.
Before we jump off of here, man. So of course I got college football, and I need to start a dynasty. And I don't want to start a dynasty with a team I pick. I'm not going to start with Michigan. I'm not going to start with Alabama. What team should I pick to start my dynasty with?
All right, I'll give you some good ones. Like better yet, how about this? Do you want to go like mid-major? You want to go like non-power four, or you want to go get like a bad team that's like a power four team? That'll help me out.
I say mid-major. Mid-major.
All right, if you want a mid-major, do Kennesaw State because they just started their football program, or like Missouri State, they just went D1. Mm-hmm. I think the Bisons at South Dakota State, I think they just went D1. That's another good one to go with.
Okay.
But if you're trying to do an online dynasty, let me know because I got the game too, but I definitely have not played it one single time since I got it yet.
Yeah. Tone said, "Do you?" Dude, Miami's pretty solid on that game.
Pretty solid, bro. They one of the best teams on the game.
Pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the top 10.
Yeah, they're a problem. They're a problem. Yeah, I'm gonna think on. I'll hit you up about doing that. Central Michigan Fire Up Chips. You got to play the game so you can see all the individual like things that they do for each. Like they've expanded it, man. It's crazy what they're doing. Mm-hmm. If any of y'all want to jump on there and who's that? Mr. Nervous said you don't know about UFC. We know about it. But anybody wants to jump on college football, man, let us know. We'll start a dynasty.
Yeah, definitely get in touch, man, because I need an excuse to play it, man, for
real. Yeah. All right, cool. Anything else before we jump off here, man? I know
we got UFC.
I wanted to bring this up real quick too. It looked like you had a massive amount of people on at the watch along.
I did. Like it's crazy, man. I feel like I never really know when it's gonna be a good turnout, when it isn't. But I just get in there, chop it up with the chat, man. Give everybody a hard time. Get called Snoop Dogg about 50 million times, and we just have a good time. But man, August is really gonna get going with this streaming, man, because we're gonna have Crosswalk on Mondays. We have Dana White's Contender Series on Tuesdays, college football Saturday mornings, and then we got UFC at night. So I'm definitely looking forward to August, putting the content out, chopping it up with the chat, having a great time.
Yep. Definitely looking forward to it. All right, y'all boys, hit us up. Let us know about if you want to jump on college football or whatever. But till next time, we'll holler at you.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please whatever.